Mike Moore Media.
It's a pleasure to talk to Angela Fowler, local performance artist, and she has some good news to tell us about a special project that she's working on. Hey, Angela, how are you?
I am just fine, Mike Moore. How are you?
Doing just great. But this is all about this storytelling, this oral history project that is coming together nicely. So just kind of lay it out for us, Angela. What's this all about?
Certainly, I'll be glad to. I had an opportunity to work with Mary Ryan, another local artist, who wrote a grant to bring to the stage stories about a few elders in Rockingham County. Mm-hmm. And the way this is coming together is I interviewed three folks, two from Reedsville, one from Weston Rockingham, down in Madison, and each had a great story to tell. It spanned everything from remembering what it was like, back in civil rights times, Depression times, Jim Crow times, also, basically segregation. All three people are African American, mm-hmm. and so their stories are being told by me. And, storytelling is an art. It pretty much happened back in the day for numerous civilizations, because especially in Western Africa, there's still many modern-day griots. Griots is another word for oral historian, and griot is spelled G-R-I-O-T.
Okay.
So once again, there are still many modern-day griots in Africa, especially in Western African countries like Mali, Senegal, Guinea. And some of the most popular African musicians today consider themselves griots, and they use traditional compositions in their music. Most griots today are traveling griots, but it wasn't only Africa. It was also Native American tribes, Jewish people, Irish travelers, Native Hawaiians. All of them had oral historian, so to speak, mm-hmm. In their community. Sometimes they had more than one, because these people had to travel around and tell what was going on. And in, I would say, the mid to late 1800s in America, griots were a necessity, because the majority of the black people during those times could not read or write. So the griots, they popped in maybe once a month, and they spread the news. They let them know everything that was going on. And, in 1865, that's how they learned that they were freed, by the griots going around, spreading the word. So an oral historian basically is just that. They tell and they retell their kingdom's history, historical and cultural traditions, literature, law, legends, proverbs, folktales, all types of customs. So on Saturday, May 21st, at Sharon Baptist Church in Stoneville, these three folk from Rockingham County will have their story told by me, and it's going to be at 6 o'clock that evening. It's a free event. We encourage people to come out, learn a little bit about the past, maybe get so involved that they would like to do it next time. If this goes over well, this may be something that is a recurring event.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Everyone's got a story to tell, haven't they, Angela? Some have maybe better stories than others, but everyone's got a story.
Yes, we do. Mm-hmm. We do. We may think it's not interesting, but somebody finds it interesting.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
You know?
Well, and I appreciate the background, because, as you were saying, storytelling is a real art, and it goes back a long, long way. You're a storyteller. Well, you're a multi-talented artist, performer, on the stage, singer. You have so many talents. And, from what I hear, you're the perfect person to put all of these elder stories together in that performance. And I think you'll have a song kind of tied around this as well.
Well, Mike, you are way too kind.
Well, you are way too good in so many talents.
Well, I do appreciate it. I'm happy that our paths crossed while I was with the Eden Chamber of Commerce. I love my position there. COVID canceled a lot of people's positions over the last couple of years. But we move on, we grow, and it adds to our story. It's another chapter in our story.
Sure. Yeah.
And I am excited about coming back to Rockingham County and basically being a part of this great experience. Pink Butterfly Group, they're one of the people behind this project. They teach young girls about etiquette and whatnot. We have, of course, the wonderful Mary Ryan and a lot of people who believe in this project. And so we're going to do our best to bring it on May 21st at 6 p.m. at Sharon Baptist. And we do hope that people come out and enjoy it, listen, think some things may trigger memories. Some of our memories, they can be deep. Some of them can be fun, but they all are a part of our makeup, our general makeup, and make us who we are.
Yeah, that's exactly right. What do you enjoy most? This may not be a fair question. What do you enjoy most personally? Storytelling or performing with the Rockingham Theater Guild, perhaps, and others, or singing, or just a kind of mix and blend of all of those, Angela?
Well, I tell you, my heart is in theater. That has been a passion of mine for too many years to name, because then people would know how old I am. But I love theater. I love musicals, because not only are you acting, but you're also singing. Hairspray, The Color Purple, the Dinah Washington Story. Those are just a few of the many productions I've been a part of over my life. And, it's been kind of hard over the last couple of years because you couldn't sit in a theater. You couldn't even perform beside someone that close because you have to stay 6 feet apart and wear masks and whatnot. And so it kind of killed the theater atmosphere for a second, but it's going to come back. It's going to come back. So, any type of performance art really makes me happy.
Yeah. Yeah, I know it does. And we're so fortunate that you are the one putting all of this together. The stories we're talking about with these elders, I have told people for years and years before someone leaves us, get some of this down, record it if you possibly can, because
most definitely.
It's an opportunity there that we don't want to miss with our relatives and friends that have those stories to tell, and they'll be lost
Absolutely.
if somebody does not document them and save them.
Absolutely. You said a mouthful right there, Mike, because people are sitting on a gold mine with the oldest relative in their family.
You're right.
It doesn't matter if they're 80, 90, and God bless them if they made it to 100. Those are the people that can tell you all about your ancestry, all about your great-grandparents, and the stories that they share are always interesting. I had a 102-year-old great-aunt that I sat down with when I was in 9th grade.
Wow.
And took pen to paper and listened and wrote as fast as I could because she had so much to say because, she was born in the late 1800s. So she knew, she had a lot of stories from her ancestors who had passed them down. And that's what really matters. When you're sitting with your family at the dinner table, pass some of those stories around. Let the kids be enlightened by history or herstory.
Oh, that's good. I like that. Yeah. And it's, and you're talking about sitting down maybe at the dinner table. We've lost those communication times too, unfortunately, with fast-paced lives that we have today. And people don't sit down as a family like we did back in the old days. That was the thing to do, and you shared those stories and what happened today, and maybe take a look back. Don't miss those opportunities, folks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
But I'm honored that Rockingham County Arts Council put my name out there to be a part of this, and I hope that I bring it to the stage as well as I can.
Bring it, Angela, bring it. I know you're awfully busy, and thank you for carving out a little time in your schedule to share this good news with us about the project you're working on, this performance art and the oral history with the elders in Western Rockingham County. And we'll talk again. We'll be communicating along the way here as this all comes together, maybe another segment or two. And certainly we'll put this date down. That is Saturday, May 21st, 6 p.m., that performance that you'll be sharing with us at Sharon Baptist Church in Stoneville. Reverend Kenny Moore, the pastor there. Anything else we need to add, Angela?
Thank you for all you do for the Rockingham community. We appreciate you, and I look forward to our next gathering.
Same here. Thanks, Angela. We'll talk again soon.
Have a great one.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
It's our friend Angela Fowler, and I hope you were listening closely, maybe jotting down that date as well as we bring together some of these wonderful stories that she is compiling into a performance that you'll be able to attend. It's free, and this is going to be again on Saturday, May 21st at Sharon Baptist Church in Stoneville. Now, if you need more information, I'm thinking maybe the best way to get that is you can go to, we were talking about Mary Ryan a little bit ago, maybe go to Mary's Facebook page. You'll find some communication, contact information there, and she can help answer any questions perhaps because Mary is the one responsible for the grant that's making all of this come together, the Equity Grant, the Arts Council, and looking at these good stories that Angela is compiling into this performance. So that is Mary E.D. Ryan Art. Hope you can attend that performance. This is a wonderful opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, that you don't have on a regular basis, and you may not have that opportunity again. So please note that for May 21st, Sharon Baptist Church, for his wonderful performance with Angela Fowler.